It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsey. Of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
Here's 1st and 10.
21G.
Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
TX, 21G, 21G.
Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
3rd and 6. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stay. They're already heading backwards. They get the veteran, Teron Armstead.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Let's go. Whoa. Hey.
Hill brought in motion. 3rd and long. And here's Tua. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Cover one.
It's a first carry for the veteran, Raheem Mostert. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Solo left Zion. Hey. Corner, long.
Now it's Tua. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
73.
Once again, it's Barkley. Open space to the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision. His ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal.
73, 63, 63. Hey! Now left Yanni. No Gtowncapp.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. He slams it in there, and he is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Turbo 3, kick. Go ahead.
That's an RPO quickly into the hands of Waddle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
20 TX.
Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Tua gives it to Mostert. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Solo left Zion. 20 TX. Out.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught left side by Waddle. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end.
Ready. All right, fellas, listen up.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. He'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
21G.
From the gun, here's Tua. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mostert. to the 5-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Ready. Ready.
One more time with Mostert. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker
Holding
on the field.
offense.
From a little further back, here's second and goal.
Hey, 21, T.A.
Back to throw is Tua. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
All right, let's go.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Step. Let's go. Out.
Tua gonna throw. This one intercepted. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
Defensively on third down, Mike, that's the money down. You have to find a way to get off the field. Most offenses are going to be more pass-heavy, looking to throw the ball downfield to convert. How can you dial up the pressure just a little bit, force an errant throw, and in this case, come away forcing the turnover?
Hey, easy, 63, 63, back. Hey, 73, 73. Delta.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 45. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. Second down and 8.
Great, set.
Man in motion is Smith.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Hey. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa. Now he takes off.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
Mostert. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Hill brought in motion. Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
First grab of the game for Tyreek, and he's got a first down. A run here with Mostert. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 20, TX.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Here's 2. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And now third and goal coming up.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Hey, 21 TX.
Now, Tagovailoa on third and goal. This is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. And we had both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. And he'll get about 5. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Man in motion is Brown.
Hey, Silver, Yeti. Go Silver, ready? 73.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A run with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. They'll run it here with Saquon. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here's 3rd and 2.
63. Hey, easy, 63, back. Call up Yeti.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. And right to the 25-yard line, that is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
Hey.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now this team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Great, check.
So got it, the tight end comes in motion.
Delta.
Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Anthony Walker there to make the tackle. Second and 7.
63. Hey, Carlos Yanni. Hey, easy, 63. Hey, 73.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
Silver, set.
They'll try it now with Barkley.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
Hey.
2 and out on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
Solo left Zion.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
21G.
A handoff running left. It is Mostert. And a minimal gain there, down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, get set. Hey. Corner, long. Watch it, Austin.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achan. And he will score. Devon Achan. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Kenneth Gainwell going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
No touch that. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. There. No touch.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He'll look deep, left sideline. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go Silver, ready? No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. And they'll throw here with Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts will try it again. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Again, Hurts. Well, he needed to get rid of that one, but he holds on. Going to lose yardage. It'll be credited as a sack.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Hey, 73, 73. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. 2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, Silver. Yeti. No touch.
To throw is Hurts. That one taken in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. Here's 1st and 10. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
73, 73, hey! Michael Hornets. Kyle up Yeti. Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Delta.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. This team's offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down.
Solo left Zion. 20, TX. 21G, 21G.
From the gun, here's Tua. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Step. Hey, hey. Step. Hey, 21 TX.
Hill brought in motion. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening. Here is 1st and 10. Tua will get this one out wide to Tyreek. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
To the air again, Tagovailoa. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And he's going to have the first down. They'll mark him at the 29, but it's a new set of downs. First down picked up.
Hey, number one. Let's go. Long. Hey.
Hill brought in motion.
Out.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Solo left Zion. Hey. Water, long.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Off he goes.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Gtowncapp. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. The game hanging in the balance, and a critical 3rd down.
Hey, come on, two.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
On touch. Bad. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, easy. 63, bad. Hey, 73, crowd left Yeti.
Now it's Hurts. That ball intercepted. Picked off, and now he loses the football. Into space. And he will be out of bounds. Partner, we've got more football. We are heading to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to... They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Yeah.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Go Silver, ready? 73. Hey! No touch.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
They put Campbell in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
Tiger swamp.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion.
Alpha. 63.
Now Barkley. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5.
Hey, let's go.
And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Alpha.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
A tight end in motion now. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. Once again, it's Barkley. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
63. Great.
They put Campbell in motion.
Hey!
A pistol snap back to Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
Man in motion is Smith.
Hey, 73.
On third down, it's Hurts. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get a leg up in the OT. This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. Now a screen set up for Gtowncapp. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Come on, three, kick. Run it, TX.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Hill brought in motion. Tua now on third down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Yeah. All right, fellas, listen up.
Tua gives it to Mostert. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
Number 2.
Tua going to give it to Achane. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Turbo 1 high. All right.
On the ground, it's Mostert. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Hey, 21 TA. Let's go. Out.
To throw is Tua. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
On the carry, here's Mostert. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
21G. Snap.
Run the draw with Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mostert. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So a win here for the Dolphins. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl 19. It's the 49ers and the Fins. All that and more coming up next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Whoa! Hey! Solo left Zion.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Hey, number one!
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Hey, get set.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Purdy. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Watch it, Oscar.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Turbo one, high. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
In motion, Hill. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Tyreek Hill, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. And even 20 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
44, ready.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
He's right, no. Out.
Running right, here's Achane. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
20, TX.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there. And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
Hey, hey.
Purdy. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It's just a 30-yard punt.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. And it comes your way next.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Gotta be lying. Hurt.
They've got a man in motion. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. This is ahead for about 5. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Sure, a whole lot of noise to sort through up the middle, but by the time he figured everything out, he was able to hit them for a decent gain.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Come on. Hit. Don't shoot.
Taylor again. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Working quickly here.
Panther 11. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. Hey, smash. Go.
Now Richardson on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession. Sit on the bench to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Left side pulled in by Pittman. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
They give to Taylor, right side. Down the sideline, inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Offense up to the line fast.
Street. Left wing 19.
First down throw here from Richardson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
Trap 60.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Ready. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. Hey. Cut 19. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Got it. Ready?
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. Taylor. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Get it. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. 18, run it. Check, 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 check. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Read alert. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, yeah, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, well, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
21G, 21G.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready. Hey, 21, let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Turbo wide, high, turbo low.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through. back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Tagovailoa again. Catch made underneath by the back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Well, I know it says running back on the roster, Brock, but this guy's having a pretty great start catching the football instead.
It's what the best of them do. I mean, look around the league. These running backs want to get paid, right? They want theirs. Well, catch a ball like this, and trust me, you'll get yours.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first...
Now we'll pause. The officials won't...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Moves slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll cobble together a yard there. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on. Hit. 19 tight.
Throwing now, Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one, and when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
60 Maverick. 2. Mustang 19.
Rush coming for Richardson. Cut out left. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Hustle.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a second quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts push their lead to 3. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he reaches the 35 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Hey.
Tua now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Long. Watson, Oscar.
Tua setting up to throw. He's on the move. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Turbo 1, high. Solo left Zion. Out.
On 4th down, the snap to Tagovailoa. He's got it to his running back. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Running on first with Mostert. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. That run good for a gain of 2. And just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
20, TX.
Tagovailoa now. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Hey, turbo one.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Motioning him from the slot right. Tua looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They'll send him over right. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Dolphins, now we have a stoppage, no challenge.
Play is under review.
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Sanders all set to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense.
Okay, break.
1st and 10 now from the 30. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the half. That's enough time to put something together.
Hurt. Drop 50.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Dolphins will take over along the midfield stripe after a terrific return on top of that interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 21 TA. Let's go. Out.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll go down here at the 16. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Get set. 20 TX. Solo left Zion.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Oscar. Turbo 1, hard.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Potential grounding, offense.
So it seems like either way they were getting a fourth down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
First down throw here from Richardson. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. 18. Pioneer.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And now they face second down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Panther 11, Panther 8, Dragon 60. Warrior 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. So we understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field of play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third.
Hey, get set. All right, fellas, listen up.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Like so many before him, he's brought down by DeForest Buckner. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready, John? Come on, 2. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 20, TX. Out.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Got his target. It's Hill. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Go ahead. Turbo one, hard. Turbo one, hard. Set.
They'll try it right with Mostert. Into the second level past the 30. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Get set. G, 21G.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has a man, it's Achan. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready. Out.
A give left side to Mostert. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
We send a man in motion. They go again with Taylor. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Dixie Maverick. Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
3rd and long for him here. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up 4th and long. The Colts ready for the punt. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Turbo 1. G.
Now a give. It's Mostert headed right. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll be 1st down, Miami. They're set up at the 35 now.
Okay. Scat. Ready to stinger.
They'll keep it with Mostert on 1st down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready. Hey, 21 T8. Let's go. Whoa. Hey, 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 hey.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Hauled in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
It's safe. Go ahead. Hey, 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 hey. Corner, long, long. Watson, Oscar.
Motioning him from the slot right. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts ready to take the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hot 70, hot 70. Ready? Street. Go.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Running back sent in motion. On first down, it's Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Taylor now up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Tight end going in motion here. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Gets him on the in route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
18 run.
Throwing now, Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop. Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Check smash. Ready.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
So now, here's third and goal.
60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
19 tight. 60 Maverick.
Third and goal for Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts now within one score in the fourth. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hill now to return it. And this the same as a touchback now, up to the 30 before going out. The Miami offense sent it out there now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, ready. Hey, turbo one. Turbo one, high. Out.
2 and out from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 20, TX.
Throwing again here on second. Tagovailoa. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready. Turbo 3, kick. 20, TX. G. Hey.
He'll throw it. Completed left side to Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
He's right, no.
Here's Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Along this sideline inside the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Sanders all set to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The Colts offense set to head out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Colts losing by 14. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Go.
Trying again following the sack. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And he pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They give it to Mostert. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, 21, T8.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And in for the Miami touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts and it.
On the ready.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Trap 50, trap 50. Read alert, read alert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got Pierce. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
They send the tight end in motion. Another try following the sack. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
3rd and long. It's Richardson. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Man in motion out of the slot.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18, 5 here.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Dolphins get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. Sanders all set to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On target to his man Taylor. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. First and 10 from the 41. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down throw here from Richardson. Chased out to his right. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Get it. Hurt. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Need this to force overtime. And there's our lasting image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked off Kendall Fuller. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cardinals and the Fins. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
the veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from South Florida. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
They face second down and 7. From the gun, it's Murray. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, Murray. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about.
Automatic first down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Here's Murray to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Cardinals first down. Throwing again is Murray. That's caught. It's the tight end, Chip Ryman. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. McBride is the motion man. To throw again is Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And, Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They are obviously still smarting from that pick six a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think all of us up here in the booth were curious, how is this quarterback going to bounce back following the pick six? And, a lot of guys come back and they're very conservative and they just want to dink and dunk because they're scared to throw another pick. Well, he found out pretty quickly. Not this guy. He's going to continue to attack the ball downfield, and he's looking to make big plays any chance he gets.
That's caught by Harrison right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Again, it's Murray.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. On play action, Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll get that complete to Harrison. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Murray's going to throw again. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. 12 yards there, and a first down. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. A gain of 11 on that one. It's an Arizona first down. Murray now. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense. Automatic first down.
So the penalty sets up this offense for first and goal.
Big ass open. Big ass open. Move. Hey. Come on.
Throwing Murray. This is hard toward the side of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
Ready. 21G. Hey. Solo left Zion.
Two and out on first down. Sending it deep for Waddle.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Hey. Corner, long. Out.
On second down, here's Tungo Vailoa. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
We'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. Now a screen set up for Achane. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. 1 quarter in the books. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Turbo 1, high. Solo left Zion. Solo left, Zion. 20, TX.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Hey, turbo one.
Tua gives it to Mostert. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
G.
Hill brought in motion.
Ready.
Here's Tua now on second down. Now he'll run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Murray now off the bootleg. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup. You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, just ends up being a wasted down.
Murray now on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Murray. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here's Mostert. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
Turbo 3, kick. Out.
One more time with Mostert. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
20 TX.
Here's Tua. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Jason Sanders for the field goal try. His kick is good. And the Dolphins will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Murray will throw. Running free at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Holding offense.
McBride is the motion man. Here's Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that 1st down play. 2nd down and 8. They'll motion a tight end right. First carry for James Conner. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Third and long. Murray looking to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
That's caught by Harrison right side. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Murray. That is brought in at the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. Throwing again is Murray. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. They put Wilson in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Hey, come on.
3rd and goal. Murray. It is brought in the end zone. Greg Dortch. Touchdown, Arizona.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down.
Get set. 8. Step.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will dive into the end zone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead as we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the